Welcome to WTF, the only askreddit channel that will blow your mind. Like and subscribe right now to support Pepe's career as an independent musician. Askreddit. What secret could destroy your life if it got out? Brought a knife to school to kill a kid. Couldn't do it. I was a very angry, very lonely kid for a long time. That sort of piled up into an uncontrollable rage sometimes and decided I had enough. At the end of school I saw him on the playground. I still had the knife in my pocket, but my dad miraculously saw me from the parking lot. I didn't get to do it. Then I realized my mistake. Edit. Wow. Actually made it to the top of the dark secrets thread. Damn. Right. Time for some real shit. I'm also /you/fat damn girl, and this isn't even the tip of the iceberg for me. I could go all day long. Edit 2. No. I'm not Dexter ducking Morgan. Don't need to keep ming me about it. Edit 3. Oh yeah, and for those of you curious of my other accounts ducked up heavy metal music, another thing I've been hearing a lot of, it would be something like this music video. Used to cut myself to that video. Now when I see it, I only feel a wave of fear and regret. Also, it had to have violence or satanic imagery in it for me to watch or listen to, before you ask. Edit 4. Still not Dexter. Nice try. This is actually the most ducked up one. I'm glad your dad saw you. Glad you realized you would have made an extremely consequential mistake and this ruined your entire life before you acted. Been banging the babysitter for years. I know you think this is the best thing in the world right now, but consider this. They've been banging you for years and getting paid for it. If porn taught me anything, this is quite common. If you get caught by your wife, she will simply join in. My twin sister and I love each other. We love each other more than siblings should. I'm sure the incest would disgust a lot of people, and that alone would ruin a lot of relationships. Our parents and grandparents would probably disown and disinherit us. Other family would probably break off contact, and we'd lose a good chunk of our friends. I imagine news would spread like wildfire amongst our social circle. Our older sister might be the only person in our family who wouldn't outright condemn us, and I'm not even too sure about that. Sometimes we think about running away to Europe or something, so we can start new lives with fake identities. Edit. Since so many people are asking, we are fraternal twins, and I'm a male. I would also accept Luke as your username. Incest in siblings is a lot more common than people think or want to know. The real problem with incest isn't the taboo of it, it's the genetic risks in pregnancy, is why most countries and people are against it. Well, you win. I have the same deal going on with my cousin, but yours is a little closer to home. Plus you see each other all the time. That must be rough. At least we live in different states. It is hard, but we have basically come to terms that sneaking around is the best we will ever get, because our family would disown us if it ever went public. I have an imaginary friend which happens to be a dragon. I spend a lot of time daydreaming of our little world together. Sometimes I might be flying on his back, other times we may be exploring the forests or something, I don't know. Usually at night, until I fall asleep. I imagine that the two of us are in a cave on a cold night, curled up together snuggled around a warm toasty fire. It's so childish, stupid, and weird, but honestly if my imagination is vivid enough during a given session, it makes me really happy, and I feel at peace. Writing is a nice outlet but not enough. I can't really lucid dream either. But hopefully in the future, I will be able to visit the world in my head through virtual reality technology and spend time actually physically being there. So yeah, there's my, probably, mental illness laid out for the internet to see. Edit. Wow. Woke up to see some truly kind replies, some of which made me tear up a little bit. Thank you all so very much. I thought this would get buried, but boy was I wrong. As for some popular questions, I'm 19. His name is Fuhr, German for fire. I was never good with names, but I thought that sounded pretty cool. Also kind of signifies his warm personality. He's dark green like that of an evergreen tree. A lot of people were saying I should write about it. Well, I actually did. Here's a story. I also have the rough draft for a follow-up story finished, but I need to work on fixing some of the stuff there. I'll try to reply to as many of the replies as I can, but I have classes soon, so I won't get to too many right now. I'll try to get to rest after classes. Edit 2. Wow, you people are awesome. The story went from like 100 views to almost 3,000 in less than 12 hours. I can't believe it. It's gotten more attention than I thought it ever would. A huge thanks to those who left feedback. And also a huge thanks to all the kind words said. I'll certainly keep dreaming. Also, here's a song. It's probably one of my favorites of all time. Just thought I'd share it, so my fellow escapists may hear it. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Probably not a mental illness, if you know you're daydreaming and using your imagination. I have an attentive ADHD, and I have a similar vivid imagination. I take meds similar to Adderall to curb the daydreams and keep me focused. One thing I don't like about my medication though, is that I can tell that it stunts my creativity. There's nothing wrong with holding on to the cool things that children take for granted, including imagination and play. Some people would work really hard to achieve the complex and vivid world that you have made. By the way, if you want to take your dragon to the next level, you might want to check out r/Tulpas, where you'll find people who create independent, self-aware, imaginary friends. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea. Nobody in my house knows my Reddit, so I'm safe. I'm gay. Most people think that if your parents love you they'll accept you. Duck that noise. I had a cousin, let's call her Lily. Lily is a lesbian same as me. She came out to my mum, she trusted her, they were close. My mum beat her and called her a Satan child. Now you can see my predicament. I'm gay. Mum is crazy. Edit, me with these comment replies. Edit 2, it's really late, almost 3 mr. I'll reply to all the replies I can tomorrow. Thanks guys for all your support. Edit 3, thank you for the Reddit gold. As a father of a gay child, I'm so sorry this has happened to you and your cousin. You are not Satan's children. You and your cousin are both beautiful beings and you both deserve to be happy. Are you in a position to move out anytime soon? Jesus Christ, I'm also gay, and I'm horrified of coming out to my family because I'd have nowhere to go if my father rejects me and kicks me out. I'm 17 and can't find a job in my town or the surrounding areas, so I'd probably die, and I'm scared to shit. Edit, thank you guys so much for all the support. For those asking, I have only told 2 of my closest friends, and unless others have overheard then no one else should know. The overwhelming replies that say I could stay with them brought up tears, and I can't say thank you enough. For college I've been wanting to go into marketing, and I wanted to go in state because the tuition is lower, and if I had no family supporting me then I'd end up paying it on my own for sure. Second edit, it is now 2017. I've come out and everything was wonderful and accepting, and I thank every one of you. Peace and love to everyone reading this. Reading stories like these always breaks my heart. My family are completely opposite. We have a number of same-sex orientated members in our family and extended family. It's just normal for us. Even to the point where my teenage niece came out as a lesbian last year, yet we were all a bit disillusioned that we thought her younger sister would have turned out gay. Like honestly, no one gives a shit in my family. I failed out of college and didn't tell anyone. I lied about still being in school and pretended to go to classes. My parents still thought they were paying for my college. That is the worst part of this whole thing. I wasted 6 months and a good $5,000, if not more. Edit, thanks everyone for your responses. It's good to know that I'm not the only one who has messed up. In response to a lot of questions, my parents found out about everything when my mom was trying to get my health insurance taken care of, and the insurance said that I wasn't enrolled in school. This was 5 years ago. I have since paid my parents back for the money they spent, went to community college, transferred to a 4-year, and I'm now about to graduate with my bullshit. I failed out of school twice, went back at 25, got my bachelor's, went to law school, and now I'm an attorney. 30, 6 months is nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's natural to divert off a given path and explore what interests you. But when you find it, go for it. You'd be amazed at the shit you can accomplish if you put your mind to it. Nothing is ever too late. Edit, I went back to college at 25. I had 2 years of credits already, although they were shitty grades. Finished 2 more years with awesome grades, then did 3 years of law school. Background. I ducked around in university because I had no passion or direction. I didn't care. I got some decent grades, but failed to meet the requisite GPA and was academically excused. I continued in community college just to please my parents. I ducked off in one community college too, and later attended a different one. One of the classes I took in community college was a business law class. I fell in love with it. I still remember the day the professor said you could all be lawyers if you want to, and that's all it took. I worked my butt off, raised my GPA, and gained readmission into my university. I kicked butt there too, and my 2 years of kicking ass averaged out my shitty past 2 years. In fact, law school places more weight on an upward trend in GPA when looking at admissions. They want to know you'll succeed. If you tell them you ducked up and you're now rededicated, admissions will often discount your earlier grades. Longer story short, did well in law school, got an internship after my first year, interned for 2, passed the bar, and was offered a job. Do I regret ducking up earlier? Nope. I would have regretted doing average and rifting through graduation with average grades rather than having the chance to finish the 2 years worth of undergrad with enough bang to get into law school. It takes time and a lot of hard work. It seems like an uphill battle in the midst of it to get back on track and make it through. But looking back on it, it was a blink of the eye, and now my degree is for the rest of my life. You can do it too. I failed out of school, lied to my parents about it, kept the lie going for almost 2 years, but here I am, almost 10 years later, with a good job, a car, a house, a dog. You'll find your footing, and things can get better. But if you haven't talked to your parents yet, you should. Good luck out there. Throwaway for obvious reasons. I hit a smallish lottery, few mil, a little while back, and told absolutely no one. Family and friends included. I took a bunch of steps to secure my kids' futures and we live a very comfortable, but not lavish life. I'm pretty generous with the people around me. I think that they just think I'm doing very well career-wise, or something illegal under the table. I justify it by thinking that, if this was general knowledge amongst friends and family, it would ruin relationships. My priority needed to be my kids. This is an awesome secret though. Congrats on doing the right thing in securing your future. No good ever comes on telling people that you hit the lottery. Do you still work to keep appearances? Every single day I think about killing myself. How great it would be, all my problems gone in an instant. Now, I'm in therapy for depression, but I don't share those thoughts for fear of being institutionalized, even briefly, as a danger to myself. I don't think I'm a danger to myself. I've had those thoughts for quite a while without swallowing pills or a shotgun, so I get these thoughts daily. Would I do it? Maybe not, but it's comforting. I'm normally an always happy-go-lucky guy and I love to make jokes, help people, make them smile, but I feel like I'm dying on the inside. I don't know where I'm going with life anymore and everything is slowly crumbling down around me. I know there's people that love and care about me, but sometimes it seems so easy. My girlfriend at the time, Emily, overdosed herself, and I found her. I think that's the one thing that stopped me from doing the act, because I don't want to traumatize and destroy my family or friends' lives. I'm afraid if people know, they'll look at me differently and treat me like I'm not the same person anymore. If you knew me in person, you'd probably never know. I'm just not happy with anything in doing anymore. I'm hoping that leaving everything behind and restarting somewhere else across the country will help. Edit. Thanks for all the support. It feels nice. Close bracket. Edit 2. Thank you for the gold, kind sir/madam. This should be posted again. Just cause. Call if you need them. Please.